Okay, this is the first lecture that I give in all my economics classes, no matter what level they are. This is on Sowell's Rule. This is Thomas Sowell's most recent book I have of his 2018, Thomas Sowell. So Sowell's Rule is the first law of economics is that resources are scarce, and the first law of politics is to ignore the first law of economics. So the first law of economics is that resources are scarce, and the most scarce resource of all, of course, is somebody's time. You're taking your time to learn economics when you could be doing something else. So the truth of Sowell's rule is time itself is the ultimate scarce resource. But we'll look at more formally what are the factors of production and economic resources later. So what is an example? The first law of economics is that resources are scarce. The first law of politics is to ignore the first law of economics. What that means is that politicians, by definition, promise things they can't pay for. They take current government transferring of resources to buy current votes and pass on debt to future generations and those yet voting. For example, the US government borrows 30% of all that it spends. And these stylized facts are even before the COVID-19 interventions. A lot of this is captured in the Government Accountability Office report of March 2020. So again, politicians, by definition, spend more. Government spends more than it taxes. This creates a deficit, which creates a debt. So politicians promise things to current voters and pass along the debt to those yet voting and those yet born. So that's Sowell's rule. And you can see that in that the government spends much more than it taxes. And the US government has creates a deficit every year. Then that accumulated deficit is the debt. So the accumulated debt today, and again, these are stylized facts before the COVID intervention, the economy is $20 trillion, GDP is $20 trillion, and the accumulated debt is $20 trillion. So that means that the accumulated, and there's 320 million people in the United States, that means that the accumulated debt of the US government is about $60,000 per person. So those yet born, somebody born right now is currently in debt to the US government of $60,000. Then when you look at unfunded liabilities, things which aren't even captured on the budget, again, the state or the politicians, ignoring the fact that economic resources are scarce in order under democracy to gain votes, then promises other things that aren't captured on the budget for current expenditures. And those things are called unfunded liabilities. And again, this is in the GAO report of March 2020. And these unfunded liabilities are Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, and government labor union pensions and health liabilities out into the future. And this is just an example of Sowell's rule at the federal government level. This doesn't even cover cities or states. So the unfunded liabilities are about $200 trillion, or about $600,000 per person in the United States. So everybody not voting, not born, is already owes $600,000 to what the politicians have promised out into the future and don't pay for during using taxes, because nobody likes to pay taxes. So that's Sowell's rule. Politicians spend for current programs, pass on the debt to future generations. And this is what's known as concurrent theme that we'll be using throughout this class is what is seen and what is unseen. You see the current government expenditures for Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security government programs, but you don't see the unfunded liabilities and debt that's being passed on to those yet voting and born. Thank you. So that completes our lecture, our teaching module on Sowell's Rule.